Everything is right? Okay. Uh, we, we already created a simple CI/CD pipeline, right? Using Jenkins. Our previous pipeline was this like okay, and this is our Git. This is our Git, and this is a Jenkins, and this is a live server. It's a virtual machine. It's a VM. This was our uh, previous pipeline. Okay, we already done this thing, and yeah, you will get the workflow, right? If any code changes in the repository, it will automatically build again using, I mean, Jenkins will build again and send it to the live server. Right. So coming to real world, uh, we are integrating some more tools. Like I will draw one workflow. So we will cover that thing in today's section. So yeah, basically we need a repository. So we have a repository. Okay. This is a repository. Git, GitHub. And here there is a code. Code in main. Okay. Under main there is a code. Okay. Code. Okay, that's part is over. So we again install and configure Jenkins. Jenkins. Okay. Uh, Previously we configured a freestyle project, right? And today's section we are going with the declarative pipeline. Okay, we write up the entire pipeline in declarative way, and we create different stages, and each stages we we have some uh, some works. Okay, so everything will tell to the Jenkins, so Jenkins will automatically do the whole things. So the next thing is sonar cube. Is all clear, right? All of you. Pipeline, and the pipeline is, I mean, this is a job. Okay, we need to choose job. When we creating a job, we choose pipeline before we choose freestyle. Now we are in go with the pipeline. Yeah, declarative. Okay, then the next thing is, think that this is a small. Okay. We will learn some new terms. Okay. RQ. Then we are deploying our application, and then these are the integration part. Okay. Deploying to Docker. Before we are deploying our application into virtual machine, right? Now we are deploying to Docker container. Okay. And for Sonar Cube, actually here happening code analysis, right? And OWASP and Travis scan. These are the new things for you, right? These tools for integrating these tools for security. These are two plugins. One is OWASP is plugins, and Travis scan is we need to install. Okay, these tools are security scanning. Okay, so we integrate all things. This integration. Then after all things, it will go to production. So this is our workflow. Okay. So here we integrate some security scanning in our pipeline. Okay, that is called OWASP and Travis scan. Travis scan is OWC or OWASP is we are using OWASP for checking the vulnerability. If any vulnerabilities in some dependencies. Okay, for example, we have a Python application or any Java application, any application we need to build. Okay, build with the dependency, right? So in case any vulnerabilities are in the open source dependencies, so the OWASP will scanning that dependency, and if any vulnerability is there, it will report or it will fail the pipeline, and we can go with the issues. So coming to Travis scan is a it's a tool to scan build images, okay, like Docker file or Docker image. So when we deploy to production, I mean before deploying, we need to scan our Docker file, I mean Docker image, okay. So we are using scanning Docker images using Travis scan. Clear? Any doubt?
Excuse me. Uh, so do we integrate the Travis scanner in Jenkins? Like it's how do you call it? It's a plugin we had to join
No,
Jenkins.
Travis cannot install plugin in Jenkins. It install in our machine where we deploy the application. But OWASP, I mean, Open Web Application Security Project, that means OWASP. That we will enable the plugin in Jenkins.
Okay, maybe during the practice I will see it more.
Yeah. Any other doubt? Clear, right? So I wrote up the YAML. I mean the declarative pipeline. Okay, is drive scan plugin too? No, drive scan is not plugin. We install drive in our machine. And I will show the entire declarative pipeline. This is our declarative pipeline. Okay. So in this pipeline, there is different stage. You see, line 12, we have one stage. Live 19, we have another stage. Live 20, I mean line 26, we have another stage like that. We have then one more stage here. Then this is our next stage. Then another stage. Then there is a lot of stage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 stages in our pipeline. Okay. So Jenkins will do each stages. What are these are the things we specify in the each stages. Okay. Under each stages, there is for some purpose, right? So the first stages is for Git checkout. Means we need the code, right? So we specify where the code, I mean the URL of the code, all things we mentioned. So here I have the code. Okay, this is my Python application. So I need to mention the code repository URL in first stage. So we will get the code. I mean Jenkins will get the code. The next stage is Jenkins will check the dependency. I mean any vulnerabilities in the dependency. So the next stage is OWASP. Okay. So that will done by Jenkins. We just enable the plugin, OWASP plugin. Then the third stage is Travis FS. So we need to enable the Travis scan. I mean the image scan. Okay. Just enable not scanning here happened. And the next stage is SonarQube analysis. So coming to SonarQube analysis, we need to add the plugin and we need to provide the SonarCube server details and all things. Then here we need to create a stage for SonarCube analysis. And under the SonarCube analysis, we need to specify the SonarCube server name, SonarCube application name, all the things you need to specify here. Okay. The next stage is building and tagging of our image. Okay. In our case, it's Docker file because we deploy in containerized application. The product is Docker. So here, yeah, it's building and tagging the image. Okay, after build, we got the image. So before deploying to production, we need to scan the build image using Trivy image scan. So here the image scan will happen. Then Docker push. Docker push means after we deploy our application, create the build image, we need to push our image to Docker Hub, right? So here the thing happen. This image will push to our Docker Hub. So here create the Docker Hub credential, all the things here. Then the last stage is deploy to container. Okay. So there is a container. So the Jenkins will create a container with using our image. Okay. And we in the small script, you can see Docker run p, all things we need to specify here. Any doubt? First, we starting with the tool. Okay, we for this thing, we need to enable the JDK, Java dependency. Then the environment is, we specify one more environment here. That is our Sonar scanner. If we have
So
more,
my question is this: who gonna write all this code?
sorry,
Who gonna write all this code? Who gonna write this code?
write this code.
Yeah, code. This is it? Everything, all the stage, the code, the whole code. Who gonna write it?
In real time, who is going to write the code? That's what I
Yes,
think is.
we are the one who need to write this code. Yeah, when we see first time, it will some complex, right? But it's nothing. Sometimes we can generate as per our needs using Jenkins. Otherwise, this is nothing. Leave it talk. From each stages, we provide some details. That's all. That's all. Got it. And one more thing, for example, Docker, this stage, okay. For this stage, for Docker, assume that we need to build and tag using Jenkins declarative pipeline. So we don't know how the code looks like. So there is an option in Jenkins, how Jenkins will automatically create this stage, okay. This stage means stage step script with the Docker registry credential. We need to just provide the details. That's all. Here I provide the details like Docker build. This is the detail I provide. Okay, that brown color. And credential, we need to provide the credential path and the tool name, that is Docker, and the sh file. Okay, that's the thing. The script file. What are things actually Jenkins will do under this sh? Okay. So we will get the template. Template means this white colors texts are templates. So we just provide the things. That's all. In this
Yeah,
case
but
also.
will we have like a class to show us more on this? Or what do you want us to do in order to know how to place everything?
Yeah, placing is one of the most thing because uh, placing also provided by the Jenkins. So we just copy the enter thing and paste it in the Visual Studio Code. Okay. So we can see the alignment. Okay. See, each braces are open, close. You can see every stages. You can see every stage is in the same line. Got it.
So which like will you have a question on this, please? Like on this code, not like write a code like a beginner. Like we are not going to be those who are going to write the code, but can you have a session on the GIS? I don't know if it's a Visual Studio Code or take something and show us more on this, because if you go in a company and they tell us to write this, I will not be able to do it.
I think we need to, for example, if we try different pipeline, okay. For example, to try 3 or 4 pipeline, we will get more idea. For each pipeline, there is different. For example, here we didn't use the stage try VFS, just to remove the thing. And we need to add one more stage like deploy to Kubernetes. We just go to the Jenkins and create a stage for deploy to Kubernetes and copy the thing and replace the last stage and remove the thing. I mean, this is deploy to container and remove the thing, and there is a deployment for Kubernetes. So just to paste here and we'll provide the details. First time when we see the declarative pipeline at the first time, I mean, seeing first time, it will like some complexity, right? For all. Hello? Coffee?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Yeah.
So
Then
which language is this? Is this Python or like Java? I don't know which language is this.
not languages. This is a pipeline, human readable pipeline.
Like I don't know if you understand. If somebody understands what I'm saying, like you can ask the question, right? Like I don't know how to explain it. It's not. I know it's not a Docker file, but in which language this pipeline is written? I mean, this code, like what do you use to write this?
Oh, you mean this pipeline, right? Jenkins
Yeah, it's a
declarative
shell
pipeline.
scripting. I don't know. That's like
Yeah, this pipeline is called Groovy pipeline.
yeah. Okay, Groovy. Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
this is Groovy. Yeah,
so
we
Groovy has set of properties. We have to specify the properties in JSON format, just like XML, HTML, JSON also a format. So here we are basically giving all the details. Groovy can go.
sorry.
We are basically specifying all the Groovy attributes in a JSON format so that the Groovy compiler, whichever engine can understand Groovy, that can convert into instruction.
Actually, Groovy programming language is human readable language, right? We are starting with the pipeline, then the agent, then tool, then environment. If we have more environment, we need to specify the all environment here. And if we have more tools, we need to specify the tool as per the requirement. We specify all the things. For this project, we have these tools and this environment. Okay. Then under environment, we add stages. Got it. For in this case, there is 8 stages. 8 stages means when we starting the Jenkins pipeline, okay, the 8 stages are here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. This way the workflow goes. Okay, for first stage is we got the code, then we scan the OWSP, drive is scan, sonar scan. Again, we need to check the image thing, push the image to the Docker Hub. After we deploy the image to production. So if any stages have some issues or some problem, it will fail. I mean, the pipeline will fail. It's not go to the next stage. Got it?
Okay, my question is this. So do we have to learn how to write Groovy in a Groovy language as a DevOps engineer today?
Yes, but I told you that Jenkins will automatically create. We can, there is an option in Jenkins for a newbie or someone does not have much idea in Groovy. There is an option just to we go there and choose the option in Jenkins when creating pipeline. And there is multiple options for each stages. Okay. For example, our stage is deploying to a virtual machine or deploying to container. So just to choose the stage and Jenkins will provide the code. Got it?
That's smooth.
Any other doubt?
What JDK, what that mean? Tools.
Sorry?
At the level of tools, JDK, what's that like?
Yeah, Java dependency kit.
Okay.
Or Java development kit. Okay. So, yeah, everything's done. We can directly jump into the lab because lab will have take time. So in our case, I will go with a single machine. Okay. In the single machine, I can do all the things, but ensure that the machine have much resources. So I'm going to launch a big size machine. No, Andrew, I mean, coming to Jenkins, we are the one who need to create the different stages. And we keep the pipeline script in GitHub. Or we need to create, I mean, we need to specify in the pipeline. There is two way we can specify the thing. I couldn't see a Ubuntu machine. Yeah, it's here. My screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
So in this case, I am choosing T2 large. Okay. So I got 2 virtual CPU and 8 GB RAM. So it's enough for carrying all these things. I mean, our applications like Jenkins, SonarCube, Docker, Oh, 1 minute. Okay. I'll write back. Okay, our machine is ready. Just to go to the machine, copy the IP. I'm audible, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can call this a pipeline as a DevSec pipeline, okay? Because in this pipeline, we are using some security things as well. So we can call it as a DevSec pipeline also. One thing I missed here, like pushing the image to Docker Hub. Docker Hub. Pushing image. I will, this makes some confused, right? This pipeline flow. I will write up the entire thing. I mean, how each stage, okay? Don't confuse. Or else I will write now. Wait. Leave it. Start from Git, okay? Git. Then just go to the pipeline. We can see the each stages. Check out, okay? Then the next stage is dependency check. Any vulnerabilities in the dependency, or it will checking, I mean scanning and using OWASP. So the next stage is that thing. Because the ender code have the dependency, right? So the next stage is try first. We need to enable the try for scanning the build image. That's a small process. Try sonar cube analysis. Then we need to scan the sonar cube. Using sonar cube will scan ender code. After sonar cube, we need to Docker build. Okay. Then after scanning, all things are done. We need to build the application. Okay, building and tagging happen here. Build and tag. Then try scan. We need to scan the image. After build, we need to scan the image. If there is no vulnerabilities inside the image, I mean Docker image, we can go to push the image to Docker Hub. Okay, same way we need to deploy to container. Got it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stages are here. This is the workflow. Try-V. This is Try-V FS, okay, just enabling the Try-V. Then SonarQube. After SonarQube, we can go with the, which stage is that? SonarQube. Yeah, building. Then we need to check Try-V scan. Then push Docker Hub. Then deploy Docker. Now it's fine, right? Hello?
We can even add test automation steps, right, if required.
Yes, we can add and we can reduce as per our need. For example, we didn't do SonarQube. So what we'll do? Just to remove the stage. There is no SonarQube stage.
So we don't need
push the,
Jenkins.
we didn't push the image to Docker Hub. We can skip this. Got it. We didn't use OWC scan. We can remove that thing. This is a real world scenario. That's why I'm integrate all the things. Coming to real world, we need to do all the things. As in a security website, we do the same things. We need to scan each. Here we scan. There is 3 scan happening here. What are the scanning? First is dependency scanning. Dependency scanning. Then enter code scanning using SonarQube. Enter code scanning. Then after build, I mean, before deploying, deploying to our production environment, we need to scan the last image also using Try-V scan. If there are each stage, if there are any vulnerabilities or code issues, code smell, all the things there.
What is the
Sorry?
scan? What is the difference between Try-V FS and Try-V scan?
Try-V FS, we just enable Try-V FS in the 3rd stage. So they know there is a scan coming. So that's all. We just enable in Try-V FS. It's a command. Try-V FS is a command for enabling the thing. Got it.
Sir, so where do you put Jenkins? Maybe I'm confused.
Sorry?
Where do you put Jenkins?
Jenkins?
Yes. We don't need it or what?
I didn't get you the question.
Yeah. Are we not going to put Jenkins like we put the Git?
No.
Okay.
This is this is one part, okay? This is outside part. And we integrate all the things in Jenkins, these things. These all are in Jenkins. Inside Jenkins, we specify all these.
Okay. And that's all. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So first we need to install Jenkins. If anyone have any doubt, you can ask, okay? We can discuss meantime. There is no doubt, right? Anyone know what is the error for you guys? I am facing some error when installing Jenkins. So now the Jenkins is not started or it's face some error. So exit code happening here. Why this happen here? Anyone? Are you following, right? Anyone can explain why this happened?
Any permission issues?
No, no, no. This is because,
Or any dependent?
right, there is no Java. So first we install the JDK, I mean Java 17, install, yes. Now it's active, right? So just to go back here and enable the ports. I didn't enable. We need to add more ports here for each scenario. So now it's done. Now I'm going with the install suggest plugin. It will happen there. Okay. So meantime, we can go to a machine and install SonarQube. Okay. Right. Idle hand. Okay. Okay, it's fine. Now I'm going to my machine and install some more things called Docker. So apt. Save it. Okay, Docker is ready. I'm just create a user, okay, user mod. For Docker. And give the permission. Dot show. Now you can see we couldn't use sudo for when executing Docker command. Okay, that's why I'm creating a user and give the user a user permission, read write permission, and execute permission. 777 for the Docker sock. This is a Docker sock. Before its permission denied. Okay. Now we install Jenkins, install Docker. Okay. So the next thing is Docker. We install Docker. We in this scenario we install Docker for two scenario. One is for running SonarQube. One is for deploying our application. Okay. So now we go to install SonarQube. SonarQube using Docker. Okay. Docker run Sonar port 9000, right? SonarQube port, all of you, 9000. SonarQube, SonarQube LTS community. So again, go back to EC2 security. You need to enable one more port, right? That is 9000. Okay, here I am adding one more rule. This is for SonarQube, okay? So now we have Jenkins and SonarQube. By default, it's admin and admin. Okay, this is done. The next stage, we need to install try inside our machine. Okay, all things we install in our base machine. In our case, our base machine is that single large, easy to large machine. So go back again. Sudo apt start get some codes are here. Okay, so I need some key. This for try installation. Okay, drive installation is done. So we can say in our machine, drive is there. Okay. So when we executing the Jenkins stage, we will get the drive details. I mean, scan details, all the things here. Got it. The next stage is we need to install plugins. So just to go back to Jenkins. Okay, this is our Jenkins dashboard. So go to manage Jenkins. Go to plugins. We need to add some more updates available. Available plugins. Okay. First, we need to install JDK. JDK. For JDK, this is the plugins. Okay, Eclipse Terminus installer. Okay, Temorin installer. So choose that thing and install. Okay, that's done. Plugins. Then the next plugin is that's for Sonar scanner. Okay, for Sonar Cube scanner. You see, install. That's done. Just install Maven too. Sometimes it will make some issue without Maven. Maven info. Otherwise, we can install in the tools configuration. Leave it. Next thing is source WAP. This is the okay, dependency check, enable and install. Now our most of the plugins are installed. Yes. The plugins.
Do we need pushover SSH?
No, because this is we didn't push our application to the other machine. Okay. In our case, we are choosing a large machine and deploy all the things in. I mean the deployment also in our machine, that single machine. Got it. Now the plugins, all plugins are installed. So after installing each plugins, we just go to the tools. Okay. First we install the plugins. So we can see the installed plugins in the tools. So go to the tools. Then go to the corresponding services. Okay. Here you can see there's a Maven there, dependency check, I mean OWS in there, Sonar Cube scanner there, JDK there. All things are, yeah. No?
We need webhook also, right?
GitHub webhook. You mean GitHub webhook?
Yeah, yes.
Yes. Otherwise, we didn't know the code changes. We need to choose the GitHub plugin. I mean, not plugin, GitHub, SCCM checkout. Okay. Enable the SCCM checkout in the pipeline and go to Git and enable, add webhook and specify the Jenkins URL there. So we will get the, update when there is any update there. The code there, code changes or any new feature they will add, then it will automatically trigger the code. Otherwise, there is no connection. Continuous connection to the Git and Jenkins. We specify all the things in here. Okay. This is our path where our code belongs. So, yeah, so the Jenkins stage will first when we run this pipeline, the first stage is git checkout. Okay. This is a path we specify for the code. This is a path our code belongs. So it will copy, getting all the codes from this directory. Why? Because this is a public image. Okay. Public repository. So it will automatically get, okay. But there is no integration, continuous integration with this path. Why? We didn't enable webhook or the SCCM checkout in Jenkins. So go to Jenkins and enable the thing like previously. So anything changes in this directory, automatically we will get the code. And Jenkins will do the ender thing. Run the pipeline again with each stages. Got it? Any doubt?
No.
Okay, fine. So, may I know tomorrow all are available for 9:30? Same time. We have two missile section there, so I need to cover up that thing. Yeah. Fan and Andrew is okay with it tomorrow. So what about others? Kalpana also okay. I think we can take the missile section tomorrow, right? So that we can continue this lab also for that section. Okay, yes, I think almost I'm done, okay with the tomorrow section. So I will send the schedule link. Okay. So yeah, coming to tools part, we need to install each part. What are the tools we need to add for our pipeline? So our pipeline, we need to install JDK, and we need to install Sonar Cube Scanner. We need to install Maven installation and dependency check. How we install each things, I will show you. For example, for installation of JDK, add JDK and give it a name like JDK. Okay. This name is specified in here. Okay. You see the tool JDK. So first we need to ensure the name is same. Okay. For example, here in JDK, and I also mentioned the version 15. Okay. Here I provide this thing, and in pipeline I provide this. The pipeline could not run. Got it? So each name, when we providing each name, we need to cross check the name 2 times. But like this Docker spread, tool name is Docker. For example, there I provide the Docker 1 or 2, and here provide Docker, then it will not match. Okay, mismatch means Docker, I mean the pipeline will fail. So here JDK, sometimes yeah, we need to mention the version 2. Okay, that's why if we mention the version here, same way we need to update the thing in our script, I mean the Groovy script. So most probably we can choose install automatically, so we didn't bother about anything. And we need to choose some installer, we need to add installer. Okay, from here these are the installer options in Jenkins. So most probably we are using this adoptium.net. From here the Jenkins will install JDK. Okay, choose this, and we can provide the version and choose the version, latest version is, or we can choose any 17 version. Okay, 17, choose anything. I'm choosing this 17 dot yeah 5. This is 17, that's all. And that JDK part is done. Then it is not available. Sonar Cube Scanner. Okay, you need to install Sonar Cube Scanner. So choose Sonar Scanner, give it a name. Sonar Scanner. And I'm choosing install automatically. Then we need to specify the version. 5.1 is done, or we can use any version. Okay, that part is done. Then this is for AWS AP. Okay, dependency check. Or
I have a question here.
Hmm.
So in our VM, when we have installed SonarQube scanner, right? So that version, this version should be the same or it can be different.
And this is scanner. No problem. We just go with the latest version. Most of the versions will be suitable with the Sonar Cube. I mean, this.
No, my question is, it should be same or can be
No,
different?
no need. This version is, we can see the version here. 9. This is the version of version 9.2 build. And here we can choose the latest scanner. Latest scanner is 5.1, 5, not 2136. That's the latest one. Here we can choose the corresponding installer. Okay, from where we need to, I mean the file belongs to each things. And yep, dependency also automatically we choose the installer. For example, we can choose GitHub, so it will from there. Okay, taking from the thing from GitHub and install. And after all things, just apply and save. So our tools are installed in our Jenkins. Okay, so this is the way we are going to complete the pipeline. So we can wind up today and continue tomorrow, right? Because this is a we need to integrate some things. I mean our tools, then add plugins, then install tools, then provide credential. We need to create global credential for Jenkins, sorry, for SonarCube and for Docker. Docker means Docker Hub credential to pushing the code and write up the all things. Then we need to go with the create pipeline project and provide the Groovy, then run the script. I mean, run the pipeline. Okay. So we can stop from here. Okay. I mean, we are not going to tools, leave, just install the plugin. That's all. Okay. We can start from tomorrow. We will start from plugins. Okay, fine. Yeah, fine. Okay, because this is a big lab, we couldn't complete within a single class. I mean, it takes some time. We can directly jump into lab tomorrow. Fine. Okay, then we can wind up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you, sir.
yeah. Or bye, bye, bye all.